Good afternoon and welcome to another match of Dota 2, day number 14, StarLadder, Star Series, Freedom of the Action, Power Rangers. And it's on, they're fighting for the points. Let's see how they are doing so far. We have got, of course, Fota. They're the team that is not doing really all too well. They are actually on par with Power Rangers. They are even. Both of the teams have only won one match, have only got 3 points, and have played 6 matches. So one of these teams after today will be pulling up ahead. Which one is it going to be? We'll find out soon. Also, indeed, a lot of shout-outs are out there for Cyclops. I will not be joined by Cyclops today for the games that we're going to see later on. For example, Navi versus 3D Clan. There's going to be a Cinderin joining me, so he'll be co-casting that one. And if he wants to, he can stick around for No Tidehunter versus DD, and otherwise I'll or solo cast that as well. Cyclops will join me again another day, so don't worry, he'll be back.
5 seconds remaining.
He will be back. In the meantime, we have got ourselves a game, so Wisp being banned out, Keeper of Light being banned out as well, Bedrider and Magnus being banned out, and that left for Nyx Assassin to make it through the draft. Let's see what Power Rangers is gonna pick up. In return, we still have the Darkseer in the pool, we still have the Gyrocopter in the pool, and the Lifestealer and all those heroes that we see all too often. And I don't think that for this game there's an other English cast, unless there's community casts out there. Of course, Kananza and Baskip are often casting StarLadder games. You can check those out on Twitch TV if you want to. Otherwise, you're gonna have to do it with me. So that's it. Let's see though what they're gonna be picking up. They're going into their bonus time. There's a Darkseer still, so that's gonna be that one out of the pool. What is the next hero gonna be? Is it gonna be a Gyrocopter or a Lifestealer or a Bane or a Luna even? I don't think a Luna. It's gonna be a Shadow Demon. So that's a support already picked up. Supports are, of course, I mean, they're like scarce right now, as the Keeper of Light and Wisp already banned out. So you have the Bane and the Rubik left. Nyx Assassin is already on the pool of the other one, of course, and you don't want to have anything banned out. And we can kind of assume that Fota wants to pick up another support, unless they're gonna go for a jungle hero. But let's see what Fota is gonna pick up, as they're also taking their time, probably not expecting that Shadow Demon ban.
Remaining.
Now having to rethink what they are gonna be doing.
5 seconds remaining.
And yes, I'm sure he will be back. Cyclops will be back. Wow, I know that there's a lot of love out there for Cyclops. Don't worry. And in the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter, Cyclops, with the X at the start and 2 Z's at the end at Twitter. You can follow what he's up to. Queen of Pain gets picked up by Fota, so that's going to be their mid lane hero already indicating that Nyx is probably going to be a support here, and there's the Bane, so that's going to be that one out of the pool as well. And that kind of leaves Power Rangers in a position like, do they really still want to pick up the Lifestealer? I don't really think so. So they're going to be picking up the Phantom Lancer instead, so that's going to be their carry. And now they have the freedom to ban out any other carry that they don't want to be facing, because Fota is, of course, they don't really have a carry just yet. They can ban out that Lifestealer, ban out the Gyrocopter. I mean, both of those work very well together with the Bane. And apparently ban out the Tinker as well. I hear that they don't want to be seeing from Fota there. We have got an Enchantress being banned out. I mean, so far, Shadow Demon is the only support up on Power Rangers, so the option to go into the jungle for Power Rangers is still there. If they, depending on if they want to try a lane or dual lane. For now, they only have a dual lane, so for that they want to just make sure that before level 6 at least, they're not going to get ganked with an Enchantress there. And maybe they will also want to be banning out that Chen or Enigma. But it's the Brewmaster that gets banned out first. We still have the Puck in the pool though, I have to say that, because Puck is a hero that we see often up against Queen of Pain. Power Rangers, I mean, apart from only having one support, they also don't have a mid-game hero just yet. Mid-lane, I should say, sorry. And there's the Puck. No real surprise there.
Radiant team banned.
Last ban out incoming. Power Rangers. Is it gonna be another carry? No, it's gonna be us undying. That's quite unusual to see. I mean, I guess it would make a strong trial lane with an undying Nyx and a Bane, but I'm not seeing it all too well. So I'm still thinking we're gonna see a Gyrocopter. There we have it. No surprise there. I mean, Gyrocopter, we've seen them often picked up together with the Bane, like when a team can pick up 2 heroes in a row. Bane Gyrocopter is a combination that we see so often because they make such a good combination. You have got a Nightmare. Gyrocopter can get into position, he can just start rocket barraging, there's gonna be an Impale as well, and that's, you know, that's gonna be the end of it. So I'm kind of surprised to see that he made it through, and of course, Gyrocopter's also very nice against the Phantom Lancer once Gyrocopter gets his farm up. If Gyrocopter gets his farm up, let's put it that way. His Flak Cannon will clean out the illusions of the Phantom Lancer quite quickly. Or at least it will quickly become clear which one is actually the real one and which ones are illusions. Sorry. There. So, Power Rangers, are they going to be going for a trial in, or are they going to be sending someone in the jungle? I mean, they now know that there is a possibility that they're going to be up against an aggressive trial in. Nyx Bane Gyrocopter is a recipe for that, a pretty solid one at that, actually. So do they want to counter that with their own trial lane? Or are they just going to be sending someone in the jungle just to make sure that they've got a bit of extra farm compared to Fota? I mean, I guess in theory Fota can have the Nyx or the Bane mid and the Queen of Pain on an off lane. I mean, in theory all their lanes are sorted, but I'm still expecting an off lane for Fota and no jungle hero anymore. But I can be proven wrong, of course. Power Rangers though, I mean, this is their last bonus time. They only have 9 seconds left. And they're gonna be getting it random if they don't pick something. There we go, Invoker. Now that's a hero that we haven't seen for a while, but Invoker against the Queen of Pain, it can be decent. The thing about Invoker though is, like, you know, he is stable, but he's not really... I guess if he gets a good mid lane, he can be that mid-game presence that you would want a mid-lane hero to be. But I mean, if he's playing even, he's not really gonna be having that big of an impact. But we're gonna see how they're gonna be doing with it. And we haven't seen Invoker in quite some time, so I'm really curious to see how it's gonna be working out in this lineup for Power Rangers. And they're still leaving the option open for Jungle Hero, by the way. They're still not giving it away to Freedom of the Action about what they're actually gonna be doing.
I speak for the trees.
There's a Nature's Prophet, so that could be the solo safe lane for Fota. Could be a solo off lane if they still want to go for a safe trial lane. It could even be a jungle hero if they really want to. But it is very flexible for Fota. By the way, for all the people wondering, or at least I see one person wondering, all the matches that we saw yesterday, the one that were co-casted with Cyclops, are up on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/SheeverGaming. So if you want to watch those again, you want to watch the Zookeeper and everything. I mean, I can't even pretend I can be original like that. So, you know, I'm not even gonna try because it will sound fake. But if you want to check that out, you can go to my YouTube. So Ogre Magi, happy times. Wow, I should. There, take a sip, see if that works. Ogre Magi. Happy times. Now, Ogre Magi is a hero that, I mean, I personally like him in pubs. Not gonna lie. But he is not really picked up that often in competitive matches because, you know, even though he has a spamming out spell at the start, which is nice. I mean, his Fire Blast is pretty nice. His Ignite is okay. But he kind of loses a bit of his value when he gets level 6. And, I mean, you know, multicasts are amazing, but they're not reliable.
10 seconds remaining.
They're definitely not reliable. So I'm gonna see if he's gonna get lucky this game. We have got a disconnect, so we will be back in a moment. Or at least with the game, that is. Let's see who's playing what. We have Riku, who is standing in for this game. He is gonna be on Power Ranger side. On the Radiant side is gonna be the Darkseer. ZXC will be playing the Invoker. Damn. Someone told me today how to pronounce the name of Nini. But I think it was Nin. I'm just gonna cheat, you know. I am just gonna cheat because Because I can. It's basically that simple. Because I can, because it is a pause, and the name is pronounced Nanik. Nanik is playing the Shadow Demon, Moonlight is playing the Phantom Lancer, and Kat is the Ogre Magi. And if you're wondering who is Riku standing in for, I can say that too. I used to be calling him CHSHRCT, but you know what it stands for? Cheshire Cat. It's a cat. But yeah, he's not here. He's having a stand-in, taking his place, and it's actually not Cat, by the way. It's Kant, but I'm gonna call him Cat because you might know what it stands for. Though, so yeah, cool. Cat is gonna be his name for this game. So let's jump ourselves over to the other side where Fota is preparing for battle. Talking about prepare for battle, he is playing the Gyrocopter. It will be Sharhan that will be playing the Bane. It will be Stells on the Queen of Pain. Jenka is going to be playing the Nyx Assassin. And last is going to be Dai, and he is going to be playing the Nature's Prophet. So those are the heroes of today and the teams of today. Of course, there's 3 matches in total for StarLadder. The next match after this one is going to be 3D Clan versus the new Navi with Light of Heaven gone, Arsart gone, but Kuroki and Phonic instead of that, and that match will be co-casted. I will be joined by Synderin, who will help me out with that one. And after that game is going to be No Tidehunter taking on DD. And there might be a slight break in between those games, but we are not entirely sure yet. Of course, there was a game that that was scheduled before, but it got postponed. So we're gonna see if the last match of the day can be preponed a bit. And yes, that's a word. Apparently, people looked it up. So 3 matches today, but let's focus on this one. Power Rangers taking on Fota, the bottom 2 of Star Series StarLadder at this time. Which one is going to be pulling ahead? Which one is going to be getting 3 points extra to their name? Now, I have to say that both teams have played 6 matches only. And there is a total of 15 games to play. So there's still a lot of things possible here. As we have got the Treant getting harassed. They're probably going to be dying. Wow. Moonlight actually spending some mana on that one. He just really wanted that 14 gold. And of course 6 experience. Yay. 5 experience, I should say. Because he already had 1. Do they have 1? No. 6 experience. Oh my god. Keeps getting better. So it will of course be Invoker in the mid lane for Power Rangers. There will be a Tri-lane in the bottom lane to keep the Phantom Lancer safe. We will see the Darkseer probably getting a bit of levels in that jungle before he goes towards the top lane. But it is going to be an aggressive Tri-lane. It is going to be Fota having that Gyrocopter Bane Nyx combination that is so aggressive, and we know that too. And we're going to be seeing them on the bottom lane. That will mean, of course, Stells on his Queen of Pain will be mid. And that will mean that Dai is on the safe lane on his Nature's Prophet. Sentry Ward already placed. Look at this though. That doesn't see it. That doesn't see it. The Sentry Ward is not seeing the Observer Ward, I think. Is it? Oh. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Nanik. Really. For proving me wrong. I love to be proven wrong. This happens so often. Gotta love it. Oh wells. I should have checked with the vision thingy, but I didn't. I failed. Anyways. Bottom lane. This is the lane where we're going to see most action, and since there's an aggressive trial lane, we actually have got Riku already going top because he knows he can just stand against the Nature's Prophet there without really any fear of dying. He has got a Surge, and of course Nature's Prophet at some point will have a Sprout, but he's not going to pick that up for now, and I think Darkseer will be just fine on that lane. And if as far as the mid lane goes, I mean, Queen of Pain will not die. She has a blink, or well, if she dies, it's really her own fault, let's put it that way. And Invoker is going to be playing it really safe, and he actually picked up Quast, so he's going to be extra survivable. He also picked up a Null Talisman, so his base damage is still very low. He's going to have a tough time last hitting. So we're going to see how he's going to be dealing with that. But yeah, this bottom lane should be the lane where most aggression is going off for both teams. We have got, of course, I mean, if Fota goes for Moonlight, there's going to be a stun and a disruption, or both. Or only one. Yeah. And that should stop the initiation from going off. If that's enough, I'm not sure, because there is of course a lot of disable up on Fota and a lot of burst damage as well. But maybe we're gonna see them trying to get level 2 first and then go for something. Because, I mean, the thing that I always say, when you're up against an aggressive tri lane, and like you are the aggressive tri lane, you have to be getting kills here. You have to force your opponent out of the lane completely. You know, you have to either get kills and therefore get your supports more experience and gold. You have to either or zone your opponent team all the way out of the lane so he doesn't get experience or gold, which is obviously failing right now. You know, or you shouldn't be there. It's very simple. Because right now, Fota, they're not getting any extra experience in the jungle, and of course there's wards here for to counter the Power Rangers to see if they cannot get any experience in the jungle. But I mean, the moment that gets counter-warded, they will get extra experience. So Power Rangers don't only have the experience on the lane, but also have the experience in the jungle, something that Fota does not have. And Moonlight, he is getting the experience solo on the lane. He's already a level higher than Prepare for Battle, so gonna be a good thing for him. Let's take a look at the mid lane real quick. We have ZXC, he's on 10 for 3. With the Queen of Pain 17 for 4. So Styles is still pulling ahead up here, and that's no real surprise. I mean, he's going for full quest right now. Or at least 2 in quest. And you know, his last hits, I mean, he got nerfed at some point in October or something. And then we saw a big decrease in his gameplay, purely because you're kind of almost forced to pick up the blades of attack, or at least X-Sword at the start. But ZXC gonna go for a safe build, should be just fine. In the meantime, on the top lane we have got Riku, who's 15 for 2 with Die. He's 10 for 6, so he's doing okay for now as well. I mean, he is just there to get experience, and so far so good. He's level 4 with Darkseer level 5, so Die has been harassed a bit more than he has been able to harass Darkseer, but that should be okay for both regardless. It's not gonna make or break that game play. Well, make maybe, break no. Still no real aggression, no real initiation yet for Fota here. I mean, Nightmare is supposed to be the one that starts it all off, and then the rest can come in. So we're gonna just see when Power Rangers has got themselves out of position, when they can try to go for someone. Of course, they cannot really go when there is no creep wave for themselves, so, you know, it's tough to do. But maybe they can go when if someone comes closer to the lane to try and do something. We actually have got Power Rangers looking for some aggression. Perhaps they're level 2 also. Should not be underestimated. By the way, another ward being placed here by the Dire to counter, and the counter ward from Power Rangers, and of course also the spawn. So nice job there by Fota, able to do that. And is there another sentry ward actually? Nope. There's no other sentry ward. They used it all. And they're realizing, hey, no creeps here, what's going on? Moonlight has also picked up a level in double walk, so if Fota wants to go for it right now, they are forced to use the sentry ward. And they should be able to get him still, though. I mean, if they start off with the Nightmare and then, you know, move close to him. In theory, I mean, there's just, with the Impale, with the homing missile perhaps, yep. It's so much disable that it should be a possibility for them to take that down. But for now, they're just happily farming. Both teams are actually, well, I guess it's a bit more happily for Power Rangers because they're countering the tri lane right now, staying alive. 18 for 3 in the Phantom Lancer, with the Gyrocopter being 17 for 6, so they're even on that side. And we actually have got a smoke up for Power Rangers. This is gonna be tricky though. Moonlight by himself. I mean, as I said, if they go for him, they have got a sentry ward. They should be able to see him. But we're first gonna follow these two. Lanika and Kat are gonna be going towards the mid lane, see if they can get something done on the Queen of Pain. Now that's not an easy target to gank, but let's see how successful they're gonna be with that. There's gonna be a stun, and is there gonna be more cold snap? This is a first blood. Yep, it is ZXC that picks it up. Nature's Prophet ultimate still bouncing through, but it doesn't matter. No TP, and the cold snap making sure that the Queen of Pain cells was not able to blink away. In the meantime, on the top lane, it is Riku that picks himself up the Nature's Prophet, surges himself away from the tower. He's got 1k gold, so 2 lanes, and Power Rangers definitely pulling out ahead. Pulling ahead from Fota right now, and on bottom lane of course also. I mean, I can't really say that Fota have really lost the battle on the bottom lane, but you know, to win it, you have to actually, as an aggressive tri lane, you have to not only get more last hits, which they're, by the way, well, they're doing right now, yay, but you have to get kills. I mean, I just explained that. They're not winning this lane. They're not winning middle lane with Queen of Pain dying once. She can of course still take it back. She is level 6. She's got herself a Sonic Wave. Experience wise, she is really not that far behind. But with ZXC with this illusion, we're able to harass Cells a bit away. On the top lane, of course, also, it is Riku that won the top lane. 31 for 10 with 18 for 6 only for the Nature's Prophet. So that's quite a difference there. At the same time, he is holding his ground. His tower is not dying yet. And maybe some of the last hits that we can see up on Riku are also some of the Treants, which means that they don't give as much gold as the last hits that Creeps would give. So we have to take that into account. But it is still gonna be Power Rangers that are in favor. Soul Catcher up on there as well. And there's a cold snap. Can he blink this time? Nope. Tornado actually helping out. One more hit. Boom, you're dead. Second kill for ZXC.
Twas scarcely worth my notice.
And that's gonna be Power Rangers. Another kill in the mid lane. In the meantime, the creeps have spawned, finally, but this time it's gonna be Fota that's gonna try to make the best of that. Gonna try to get the last hits with that. TP incoming here. They want to take this. Invoker is here already. Darkseer coming in now as well. Moonlight already standing ready. Cold Snap up on the Bane. Lands hits as well, and that's gonna be a kill. Are they gonna be able to get more Tornado? Oh, just not long enough to pick up the Nyx Assassin. And that's only one kill going the way of Power Rangers, but using 5 euros for that, I'm not sure if that's entirely worth it, because they do leave Cells to free farm. They do leave the Nature's Prophet to free farm top. And that's actually gonna be not too bad for Fota to only see a Bane support picked up with keeping 5 heroes busy of Power Rangers. And we did have Nature's Prophet Ultimate bouncing through as well. I do think that they realized there's a ward there, considering everybody got the bounce, even though there was no hero close anymore from Fota. But we're gonna see that Queen of Pain this time able to blink away on the top or on the middle lane, only harassed by an Invoker and a Darkseer though. And Queen of Pain, when is she gonna try to go for some action? Is it gonna be now? By the way, she skipped Shadow Strike entirely. Something that we don't see every day, especially not up against an Invoker. I mean, yeah, up against the puck, you see that sometimes, but up against an Invoker, not all too much. And she's gonna be going for that bottom lane. Let's see if she can get some kills there. They have, of course, got the ward on the lane. Shadow Demon walking straight past that ward, blinking, shout, and that's gonna be a disruption, but the Impale to follow up, and that's died. Coming in there as well. The Nyx Assassin with the mana burn picking up the last hit though. And that should be a tower going down. That is everybody of Fota on the bottom lane. And the first kill for them as well. And I mean, they use 5 heroes also to pick up 1 support, but they also get a tower in return. So that is really nice for them. Drums still also up on Prepare for Battle. And we see everybody of Power Rangers forced away. Moonlight still standing around there. Kata is going to be going into that jungle. Seeing if he can stack some perhaps, or if he just can get some experience in the middle lane, of course. But the rest of the lanes were just open all of a sudden. Everybody on the bottom lane. And Drum's also being built up by ZXC, who gets himself a cold snap up on the Nature's Prophet. Here comes Riku trying to block, and that's gonna be a kill. Darkseer Einshell doing the works. Nature's Prophet still able to throw out his Nature's Wrath though, and he actually buys back. He's gonna go towards the bottom lane perhaps. Or not. No, he cancels that. Hand of Midas, by the way, up on the oh, up on Die. I was gonna say Moonlight. He eats his way out. Well, he chops his way out, I should say, because I wasn't really eating. He just had a Quelling Blade. But 4 heroes here from Fota on the bottom lane. They're not giving up. Queen of Pain is back to mid though, but for now, this is just push. Power Rangers, well, if they can't get kills, then, well, you know, let's just get towers, because they can do that. They have got a lot of pushing power. And of course, with doing that as well, they are stopping Moonlight from farming a bit. So Power Rangers rotating towards the mid lane. Invoker in the meantime taking the tier 1 top down. So it's even on the towers for now, but it's gonna be one in favor of Fota again soon, as Fota, they're just done with trying to find kills. They're just gonna go for the towers, and the towers are gonna go down. In the meantime, Bane is still level 4. So no Fiend's Grip just yet. Let's see some of the other levels here. We have got level 4 also up on the Nyx Assassin. Like, that's the downside from being, of course, on an aggressive tri lane. If you look at the hero difference for the supports, we still have Power Rangers also at 1 at level 4. Shadow Demon is still level 4, almost level 5 by the way. But, oops. Yeah. But there's already level 5 upon the Ogre Magi. So the levels are slightly in favor of Power Rangers, and we're gonna see that back in the experience graph as well. I mean, it's just about 4k. And also Invoker and Darkseer, of course, they won their lane, and that's obvious there. Level 10 and level 9, while Queen of Pain and Nature's Prophet are both still level 8. So that's quite the difference there. In the meantime, on the gold graph is going to be jumping back and forth. This is tower, going down. So that's this tower's down. I mean, for the kills, you have got Power Rangers having 4 more kills than Fota. But if you look at the gold, it's not really showing that much. Of course, also they're 1 tower behind, so that kind of helps. But then still, it's not as much as you would expect, and that's of course also because they did use 5 heroes to get themselves a Bane kill. I mean, that does cost something, and when Fota did that, they actually got a tower in return, so they get then some extra gold for themselves. As we have Fota, they're just rotating top. Maybe they can catch out a Dark Seer there. Nature's Prophet already TPing in, looking for a Sprout. Is he going to be able to get it? No, he misses. And that's going to be Riku. He's going to be able to get a homing missile up on him though, but I don't think they're going to be able to chase it. Surge up. They know that he's there. Nature's Prophet ultimate bouncing through. They still want to go for this. There's still no Shadow Strike though, and the Impale is just too far away. The tower is there, and he is going to be just fine. Running himself all the way away from that rocket. But this could be an opening for Fota to go for the tier 1. As they do have everybody once again there. With no real core items up yet. I mean, you have got the Magic Stick and Boots for Bane. You've got Boots and not even a Magic Stick, but you do have a Dust of Appearance if they want to be able to kill off, of course, not just the Phantom Lancer, but also the Invoker, as we're going to see Stell's already TPing bottom to stop the pushing from coming there. But the real Phantom Lancer is actually in the jungle with 4 heroes on the top. Power Rangers, can they find someone? That Wax, high level, super speed there, Disruption, gonna help out, Soul Catcher up on there as well. And that is gonna be Nick's Assassin going down. Now Nick picking up the kill. Sharon on the way out, Surge up for ZXC, but he can't do anything anyway. Tornado and Cold Snap on cooldown, but he is gonna be able to pick up the double damage rune. And maybe do something in the mid lane. So they defend their tier 1. There's even not any damage done for now. Defend their tier 1, and more importantly, they still had their Phantom Lancer farming. Phantom Lancer who's really been doing okay. He's second highest on net worth. It's actually ZXC that's highest because, you know, he's been in 5 out of the 6 kills, which is quite impressive. And of course 2 last hits for himself on those kills, so getting some extra gold for him, while there's only 1 kill for Moonlight that he's been involved in. He did pick up the money for it, but doesn't matter. TP out for Moonlight. Gonna be going towards the bottom lane, continuing his farm. The Evoker drums indeed complete. As if he wasn't fast enough with that Wex. And the rest of his team, they're just trying to pressure Fota a bit to make sure that their Phantom Lancer can farm freely on that bottom lane. Trying to keep Fota busy. That's all they really care about. I mean, if this game goes long enough, they only have to deal with the Gyrocopter, and in theory, Phantom Lancer is going to be able to kill off Gyrocopter before Gyrocopter kills off Phantom Lancer. Now that also depends, of course, on how well the game is played, the captaining of the old decision making and stuff, and of course how much those carries have been shut down before they actually reach the level that they are going to be at some point if the game lasts long enough. For now though, none of them has died so far. TP incoming mid lane is going to be the Gyrocopter first. Soul Catcher already up on cells, but nobody is going to be able to go in on this. Home Missile still going to hit up on a Nanik. But they are not going to chase that, or are they? Nah. Boom. 27 gold. Yay. In the meantime, pressure from Moonlight. He is going to go for the Fuse Blade by the looks of it. Could of course still be going for his 4-man style if you really want to, but the Fuse Blade is a bit more standard at that, so we're going to see him going for that. And of course, I mean, the longer he is going to be by himself farming, the more of a potential deathly Brute Mode effect he's going to have, with slightly chipping away at the tower. And after the tier 1 tower, it's of course going to be tier 2s, and with all those illusions, he's definitely able to do that without putting himself at risk, I mean. The gold graph sticks around 500 gold in favor of Power Rangers with 5 kills difference. But also 1 tower disadvantage for Power Rangers. Experience graph is around 3.5k. Favor of Power Rangers, and that's going to be most of those kills. And of course also those lanes that worked out well for them. The mid and the top lane. And the fact that they had got jungle creeps compared to Fota not having a working out aggressive tri lane. Actually, they didn't kill off anybody with that aggressive tri lane. I mean, at some point they killed Nanik, and you know, the Queen of Pain actually came in to help out with that, and that was the kill. That is now 1 kill that Fota has so far. But that's the only kill that they have. And if you're gonna go for an aggressive trial lane, well, then you have to try to get some more. By the way, sentry ward being placed because they're maybe expecting the Nyx Assassin to be level 6 very fast. They have actually smoked up with the Bane as well as a Jenka as a Nyx Assassin. Maybe they can go on the mid, especially since ZXC is now overextending slightly. Here also comes a Shadow Demon. There's a Nightmare. Tornado EMP is still going to go through, giving some chance to back off. It is going to be an Impale on ZXC though. Here also comes Die. Cooldown coming down, 1 down, 2 down, and that is 5 heroes used for 2 kills. But worth it for Fota. They already have the tier 1 tower though, so they're not going to be able to pick that one up. Maybe they're going to be able to do some damage to the tier 2. But it's going to be Nature's Prophet that's already teleporting back to base.
Radiant's middle tower is
And they don't want to be going too far in front, especially not when there's an Ogre Magi around there with the possible multicast. And of course also stealth TPing back towards the bottom lane to stop the pushing from happening there. But good pickups for Fota. Making sure that they're not behind that much anymore, at least not with the gold. It's going to be dropping towards the 0 line, probably slightly below in the moment. As we are going to see the experience graph actually not even dropping all that much. But I think it's still going to be, it still should be updated. We're going to check in a moment again anyways. Deny for the tower, so Sharhan denying that one. So even though the towers are even, that is not even because no tower got denied on the side of Power Rangers. And Fota now denied the first tower, so pretty nice for them. Let's see what Phantom Lancer's getting. It is gonna be a Yasha, so it might still be a Manta Style. And Manta Styles, if you go for Manta Style Phantom Lancer first, you are really going for that push potential, split push potential if you wish. As we're gonna see a smoke up. There's the Queen of Pain standing around. She is possibly looking for the real Phantom Lancer. But we're gonna see the smoke up going for Die, and they will be able to find him. There's gonna be a stun, no multicast for him. Ignite still hits, mechanism being used. Can he TP himself out? I don't think so. There's way too much burst damage here, but maybe Queen of Pain can do something. Nature's Prophet Ultimate bouncing through, and the mechanism healing everybody up. Darkseer wall going down. We have got Queen of Pain stunned up. Gonna be able to blink away with the cold snap. No, blink away is still there. Fiend Script now up on the Invoker. Can they have enough damage? Yes, they can, especially with the Vendetta. There we go. One hit on ZXC. In the meantime, it is gonna be only illusions that are left to fight here. Or is it? Or is it? Nah, he's gonna be able to be safe. He is gonna be just fine. 4 heroes from Fota coming out to help their Nature's Prophet. And they get 2 kills in return. Again, the Invoker to go down. And now also the Ogre Magi. I would say that's a pretty decent trade. And also, of course, they'll leave the Ancient standing. So that's gonna be Fota. Still gonna be able to pick that one up later on. BKB almost ready upon prepare for battle. Just needs 300 more gold. And he has got that one. As I'll check out some more items. Manta Style, he can be buying his orb if he wants to. I mean, I guess Phantom Lancer's a pretty flavor dependent hero about what you're gonna be building. If it's gonna be the Fusel Blade, if it's gonna be a Manta Style or Yasha only before going into something else. Because we have often seen Phantom Lancers just going for Yasha first and then for something like a Heart after and then finishing the Manta Style later on. So maybe he just wanted that extra attack speed, but we'll see. What he is going to be buying up next. ZXC in the meantime has got himself face boots, got himself 1800 gold, might be going for a Force Staff or a Blink Dagger next. Even though if it was a Blink Dagger, or sorry, Force Staff, then he would have already picked up some components for it. But we shall see. No real items up yet on the Nick. He is of course being fairly sad as a support. He's been in 4 kills out of the 7 though. I mean, he died twice out of the 5 kills that Fota has, but still nothing to be ashamed of as a support. Ogre Magi gonna be going for a bracer. Happy times for him, and I think that was everybody on the side of Power Rangers. After we of course see what Moonlight is gonna go for, but we'll find out later on as we have got the Fiend's Grip up on the Invoker. Impale going through Mana Burn, and that is gonna be a kill for Prepare for Battle. BKB ready up on him as well. And that's going to be a pretty clean and quick kill. Of course, all set up by Sharhan. He has got that Fiend's Grip. And against every hero of Power Rangers, it's very useful. And maybe, oh, Darkseer, he is surging himself away. Will it be enough? In the meantime, we have got ourselves Nanik going down. Cell's able to blink himself away. Oh, never mind. Going down still. Queen of Pain. It is Cut that picks up the kill with still his Ignite burning on. Die is going to be in some trouble. There goes another stun. Or there should be another stun. They Ignite first. Oh, there's already a Fiend's Brain Stab there. Cut, run away. No, goes down. Here comes also the cooldown, and the Nyx Assassin And that is gonna be another kill on the board for Fota. They are quickly punishing off everything that Power Rangers try to do to get some control. But Fota, they're just being together everywhere. Nature's Prophet can TP, and of course we have got the Nyx Assassin that can be there very fast. And if Power Rangers is gonna let themselves get chased around so much, well then they better be prepared for having Fota come with reinforcements. Of course, they still were able to pick up the Queen of Pain, which is not bad, but it's still not ideal. Tornado EMP gonna go through. CXC gonna get stunned up by the Spike Carapace though. Nightmare on the wrong target. It's gonna be Bane that will still go down. There we go. Ogre Magi picking up the kill, and Fota on the way out. And the tower still stands, surprisingly.
Illusion.
Illusion room for Nature's Prophet. He'll be scouting out a bit more. He has got, of course, the mechanism which we already saw. We already saw the Hand of Midas as well, and he's got 2300 gold in his pocket. So curious to see what he's going to be going for next. If it's going to be a semi-carry item or a more of a semi-support item, whichever they really would want to have. I would guess that the Fusel Blade is still there for the Phantom Lancer, so going for the Fusel Blade after Yasha. He just wanted to get that speed up. Smoke up also for, or smoke up, sorry, invisibility rune for Kat. Can be scouting out, of course. The smoke up is instead for that guy. Already smoke being popped. Now realize that there's people there. There goes a stun. Demonic Purge, Ignite. Nightmare to try and save his life though. Is it going to be enough? Vacuum back in. Should still be going down though. One more hit away from dying. One more stun away from dying. He pops his Vendetta. Is going to be safe. Home himself. Still going to harass the Ogre Magi. But it doesn't even reach him. Gets picked off. In the meantime, Moonlight, he doesn't care about heroes. He's just cleaning out creep waves. And he's going to go for that tower. In the meantime, Nature's Prophet picked up a tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. It's going to be Stealth that helped him out with that one. Almost got her BKB as well. Just 300 more gold. And then she has it. And towers are now one tower in favor of Power Rangers. And now they smoke up. Gold graph still being around 0 though. Experience graph as well. I mean, this game is very even. With both teams trying to be aggressive. But it's not really working out for either. Sentry ward. Just in case. Smoked up. Now he will walk past that. They will see him. But they were not going to go in on that one. Maybe Fota does though, but I mean there is a Fiend Script as well as a Vendetta. Maybe they can get lucky if they're gonna come in from the side. There's the Vendetta. Nyx Assassin. Who's he gonna find first? Nature's Prophet Ultimate bouncing through, helping out. Now he goes for it, and no impale. And that now there's an impale, but it is gonna be the Nyx that dies. Tails coming in to end his job though. It is gonna be her picking up the kill on on the Shadow Demon. That was, wow, confusing. And everybody else backs himself out. Illusion Room getting denied. And Queen of Pain able to blink herself into safety as well. And Gyrocopter finally picking up the tier 1 tower. And let's see if Power Rangers can trade a tier 2 for that one, because they're gonna go towards the mid lane. There is still no, the Fiend Script. It was cancelled early. I mean, I thought I saw Fiend Script, but then I thought, nah, that would have been too fast. But no, the Fiend Script was cancelled early. Queen of Pain pulling the creep wave away. Tower still slowly but steadily dropping though. They're gonna trade for tier 2 if they're not careful. There's no fortification on the side of Power Rangers. ZXC picking up the gold for that tower. Blink Dagger indeed in his inventory. Has got 1800 gold again. 3900 gold up on Moonlight. What is he gonna buy? As Nature's Prophet picks himself up the Shadow Demon. Anik is not gonna be able to get away from the Nature's Prophet. A Wrath of Nature. And the Yasha now also up on the Gyrocopter. And Moonlight, what did you buy? Nothing yet. Yes, he did. Never mind, he bought something. Heart. Heart is gonna be his next item. Picking up the recipe first. BKB ready on the Queen of Pain. Able to score withstand the disable that comes from Power Rangers, because it's all spells. Let's see if this Nyx Assassin is still gonna go for Dagon. I mean, he picked up himself up a Staff of Wisdom. He might actually be going for, did he just sell it again? Oh, it's the wrong courier. He did sell it again. Lame, Jinka, lame. Now what am I supposed to say? So I was curious to see if he's gonna go for a Dagon still, but apparently he just got told by his team that he couldn't. Maybe he can go for Blink Dagger at some point. Could be. I see Power Rangers as being very careful. The same thing goes for Fota though. They just don't want to get caught out. We do have Fota in favor of the gold right now. 2k with the last pickups. Experience graph is also in favor of Fota, of course. And Smoke Up. They find the Queen of Pain multicast there. Can he blink? The BKB is on cooldown. Now coming down on 3 heroes. Tornado is still going to hit up on the Nyx Assassin and on Bane. But Bane's Fiend's Grip still hits on the Invoker. BKB turned on for Prepare for Battle. Can they find him? It is gonna be a disruption to make sure that the Nyx is not gonna be able to chase anybody. The Ogre Magi will still go down, but it's not over just yet. Impale, it is gonna hit on Moonlight, and he doesn't have a double walk, and he goes down. That was the first time of the game, and he buys back. Rage buy back, as we're gonna see Sprout up on the Dark Sea. Is gonna be in there together with his Nature's Prophet. He's got turned into a Piglet, so that's gonna be dice at him. Tornado is gonna make sure that the Dark Sea is gonna be able to get away though and save his gem, which of course he needs to get that map control their way. In the meantime, Invoker still gonna get picked up, so I would say that Fota, they are definitely pulling up ahead. Even though, I mean, the Phantom Lancer, he is still farming, which is probably one of the reasons why we haven't seen that much of him just yet, but it is already Fota that has got fights for everybody. Gyrocopter is in those fights, while Moonlight is not. Moonlight is still farming 3k gold, and he just bought back as well. Of course, he bought back and you know, still has 3k gold, but it also means that his heart is a bit set back. We have Roshan being taken over for Fota. It should be going in their way. I don't think anything that Power Rangers can do now to stop. Yeah, I don't think anything Power Rangers. Oh, well, English, you know what I mean. Power Rangers cannot do anything to stop that from happening. And we'll be prepared for battle that picks up the ages. The gold graph goes towards the 4k. All of a sudden, that even graph that was every time slightly in favor of Power Rangers is BAM! Drops in favor of Fota. Basically because they are ready to fight 5-man. And Power Rangers is not. Blink Dagger now up on the Nyx Assassin.
Regeneration.
And that was an item to be expected. I'm not sure if I said that in my head or in the microphone. So we're gonna have a butterfly being built up by Prepare for Battle. Nature's Prophet, we already saw his side of Vice. He's got 1600 gold already after that. And BKB now also built up by the Bane, just to make sure he can't get interrupted by that for when he casts his Fiend's Grip. Phantom Lancer though. Farm. He doesn't have a Courier though. Courier's sad. Courier dead. And Courier of course had the recipe. They have got a 4-staff up on the Dark Sea here. We already saw the Gem of True Sight. Might also be building for a BKB right now. ZXC maybe will also be going for a sheep stick. Let's take a look at the net worth real quick. It is still the Phantom Lancer that's ahead. But look at that. I mean, Fota, they have 3 heroes in the top 4. That's quite a difference. I mean, okay, yes, there's also 3 heroes of Fota that are trying to farm as well. But Darkseer and Invoker compared to the Queen of Pain and the Nature's Prophet, I'm gonna say, because if I'm gonna compare the Gyrocopter to the Phantom Lancer. I mean, there's a big difference between that, and we see that back in the net worth as well. And they're just trying to find farm wherever they can. In their own jungle only, though. The same thing goes for Fota, once again. And Fota, they have the Aegis, so they might be the ones to just go for it at some point. Especially considering you don't want to be facing that Phantom Lancer really late game. Because in a good position, you might be able to clean out your entire team. And that's not going to be ideal. Down towards. Of course, one thing that you also want to do is, of course, pick heroes up like the Shadow Demon. Mana Burn, Disruption there, Surge away. Sokachi Suona there still trying to go for Nini, and we'll be able to do that. Nanik, sorry.
Sound you'll ever hear.
Oh, Nature's Prophet.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gets the stun, no multicast though. Courier just flying over because he can. Tornado EMP and die. Doing his name
This
justice.
fight is over for you.
Lance coming in from the side. Moonlight just using it, using the distraction to move back towards his own tower. And everybody of Fota backing off, knowing that the Nature's Prophet is gone. They don't want to be caught out of position, even though Power Rangers didn't really go for it. They don't want to risk it. I don't blame them. Maybe we're gonna see them being a bit more aggressive as soon as the butterfly is up and prepare for battle. And I'm expecting some big team fights from them actually. I mean, the team fight potential for the teams is not that great. I mean, first you have to got the cooldown and the Sonic Wave on the side of Fota, and on the other side you've got the Phantom Lancer. I'm gonna call him team fight because he has like he's everywhere. And the vacuum into whatever you want to throw out there with the Invoker, but it's not really those big team fight disables that you sometimes. So we're not gonna see, at least not from Power Rangers, we're not gonna see them trying to force out a real big 5-on-5 fight. I mean, they're just happy with the time given. They're gonna be continuing to farm until Fota says, okay, now it's enough. Now no more farm for you. The Fusel Blade and Heart up on the Phantom Lance and already got himself 1900 gold again, as he does have buyback, because buybacks are gonna be more important right now. Because the fights are gonna get bigger, and when you win a big fight, you might be able to get something in return. There is a stun, Tornado EMP going through as well, but prepare for battle. Turns on his BKB, cooldown coming down, but what is he actually hitting? Sonic Wave from the side still picks up the Dark Seed. Gem of Truth on the floor, but nobody cares. They have got a Sprout up on the Queen of Pain and on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon will be going down finally, just like the Invoker, or not. Invoker able to pick up the Aegis still. Queen of Pain going down as well. This is the only one left alive though. It's only the Phantom Lancer, and he is going to be trying to get himself out of that place. And you still see a triple kill for Moonlight, and maybe he can get himself prepared for battle as well. And in a way, oh, he bought back. Welcome back, they say. Cold Snap, and that is gonna be only the Bane getting away with his life in that fight, and at least for Fota that is, and he's got himself the gem. So that's a gem picked up from Power Rangers to Fota. So all of a sudden, control in the hands of Fota, and his BKB with that is 50 gold away only. And of course, Moonlight not dying in that fight is pretty big. ZXC worthy buyback, helping his carry to continue to kill off his opposing team. And of course, buyback used, 2 buybacks used on the Radiant side with the Invoker, as well as the Darkseer using that. And of course, I mean, there were no buybacks used for Fota, but they did have an Aegis, so in a way they did have an extra hero. Impale gonna be just harassing here a bit. No stun though, even though we did see Ogre Magi making a move for it. Tier 3 tower going down in the return of that fight. They're not gonna press on though. Not with the Gyrocopter being alive so quickly already. But they are gonna try to pick up a tier 2 tower. And with Moonlight disfarmed, with his Mantis Sandal also complete, and still having himself a buyback. He is yeah, he is the Phantom Lancer that people don't want to see normally. He is the Phantom Lancer that says, well, GG. But at the same time, we also have got ourselves a Gyrocopter that's pretty damn farmed. Wow! That is gonna be Illusion still picking up the barracks. But yeah, this Gyrocopter, he is pretty farmed, and he can still do something against the pressure coming from Power Rangers right now with his Flak Cannon. And also, of course, helped out by the fact that he has got some evasion. He will be able to try and stand up against the Phantom Lancer. We just saw how hard it was, though. I mean, Phantom Lancer didn't die. And of course he was helped by his teammate, but still, it's a tough hero to take. Especially considering he has got that escape mechanism. Now, on the bright side, the gem is in the hands of Fota, so that might mean that next time Doppelwalk won't do anything for the Phantom Lancer. Apart from creating an extra illusion. More awards for the Nyx Assassin. Sharon having his BKB ready, as we saw. He also have the sheepstick on the Queen of Pain, so they just go for full control, knowing that Phantom Lancer is going to be dangerous at some point. They need to try and shut him down. And what better way to do it than to turn him into a piglet. 4,300 gold upon his Phantom Lancer. And he still has got Tranquil Boots. I'm quite surprised about that. But maybe at some point he's gonna pick up some different boots, as we have got ZXC being turned into a piglet, but oh, TP in. Oh, and Nature's Prophet, I think you kinda went the wrong way. Tornado EMP is gonna make sure that nobody's gonna chase a disruption, trying to save Nanique's own life, but it's not gonna be enough, and he actually tries to chase him around the wrong way. He does do so, but he does go down. He forces every BKB is on though. Cooldown coming down, and that's gonna be Sharon already going down. Gem of Truth on the floor once more, and with all these BKBs down, Power Rangers, this is their chance. This is their time. They're gonna go prepare for battle. He is preparing for die. Sonic Wave whiffs completely. Tornado is gonna pick up the Queen of Pain. She is not going to be able to escape this, or is she? Another blink from Cells, and that will actually put her into safety. Nature's Prophet, he's already back on the top lane, pushing the lane out, but that was a fight won by Power Rangers, even though they lost one Shadow Demon. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. They're going to go mid. Let's see if they can do some more. They already have got the melee rack, so, but they might be wanting to get the range rack still, or just rotate and go for a tier 3 tower elsewhere. But it's going to be the range racks that are going to be taking a lot of damage first. But you see the rotation, they already want to go top. They already have Moonlight bashing on that tower. He doesn't care about anything but the tier 3 tower. Stell's coming in, but you know, that's not going to do anything. Oh, Nightmare being put up on Cat. Nightmare being taken over by ZXC though, as we have got a Fiend Scrape up on ZXC. He does go down. Queen of Pain coming in with a scream. But here comes Moonlight, and he just picked up Sharhan. It is gonna be Stells, but still able to pick up another support. Double kill for Stells, but Moonlight coming into play once more. One more lands. The 4 staff helping out. Double kill for Moonlight now as well, and he is gonna go for the Phantom Assassin. Gets a Spike Carapace there, but the vacuum back in will save him. Cooldown coming down, and Phantom Lancer picks it up again. Triple kill for Moonlight, but still only 1 death to his name. Sprout up on the Darkseer's gem on the floor once again, because apparently nobody cares about who has a gem, but it goes back to Fota. After, oh, wait a second. We have got Shadow Demon. He's in some trouble right here. Gonna chase down by Prepare for Battle. Also, we have got a blinking Nyx Assassin coming in with an Impale, and that's gonna be another kill on the board. And that's gonna be Power Rangers with only Moonlight left alive. He picked himself up a Butterfly, by the way. They do manage to pick up the melee barracks, so that is something. And of course the ranged barracks here as well, but we were kind of expecting that. And Power Rangers, I mean, I don't think they really care that everybody dies. As long as Moonlight doesn't die, and Moonlight gets the kills, and Moonlight gets the farm, they're okay. And Moonlight actually only has 2 supports, as in 2 assists. He's been in 13 kills. Well, 14 if you count his own death, but he's been in 13 kills of his own team. And he's got 11 of those last hits for himself. So he is doing pretty nicely for himself. Roshan, though, again picked up by Fota. They're gonna get this for the 2nd time. Let's see if an Aegis is gonna be helping put the game more in their favor. In the meantime, by the way, courtesy of Nature's Prophet, didn't really point that out yet, but of course you probably already saw that on the minimap. Nature's Prophet has got himself a Deadless, needs to be that semi-carry, so the lanes, I'm not gonna say even, because we still have 1 ranged Rex extra down on Fota. But it is, it's not all bad for Fota. It's not all bad. They have got 1 lane in their favor. And we do see the gold being even. Experience, this is even. And now, of course, the biggest difference that we see on the side of Power Rangers is that most of the gold for Power Rangers is on that Phantom Lancer. And Phantom Lancer is, of course, the hero that, you know, is the carry, is great. But if Fota is able to pick up that Phantom Lancer at some point, that will mean that the rest of Power Rangers, they can't defend themselves. They are done. They need the Phantom Lancer. He is being very safe though. He keeps buyback money all the time. He knows that he's that important force for his team. But still, it is interesting to see that. Of course, for Fota, they've got 3 heroes that are able to semi-carry this game, but no real hard carry bar the Gyrocopter, and Gyrocopter is doing nicely. But as you look at his net worth, it is actually Nature's Prophet that's ahead of him. Tower's still gonna get picked up for Just Illusion's Manta style doing its work. Extra gold, of course, also up by Moonlight. By the way, did I mention yet that there's an Ogre Magi in this game? And he's, right now, I would say he's on the winning side. Yep. Ogre Magi new meta. Now, I have to say he's not been that lucky with the, with the multicast. Tornado. Just harassment. Oh, they're gonna go in. Cold coming down already. Fiends grip up on the Phantom Lancer. Can they take him down? They can! Queen of Pain ending the godlike streak, and that's all the heroes that they wanted. But from the side, can they get more now? The stun up on Cells. It is still the Shadow Demon that drops. Cut's gonna be trying to run away from the harassment coming in from the Nyx Assassin and the Queen of Pain, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do that buyback though. And here comes Moonlight back. Cleans out Cells. Multicast helping out Nightmare to make sure that Sharkon can stay alive for a little while longer, but he is still gonna go down again. Another stun. Aegis goes down, but James Bond gonna be right back again. And that is gonna be more buybacks. But I don't think Power Rangers can try again. They should. Like, if you only have that one carry, it's so important to make sure that that one carry has either got buyback or he can stay alive, he has an Aegis or something. Illusions are still able to almost pick apart the melee barracks. And the range barracks creeps are, of course, doing their work. It's gonna be countered though, but they can't really go in anymore. I mean, it's just too risky. Look at those illusions picking up! Oh my god, those illusions are almost cleaning up. Prepare for battle! In the meantime, they just Prophet picked up the Ogre Magi, by the way, but I didn't think that was going to be that exciting kill, so I'm more excited to see Prepare for Battle fighting illusions than actually losing to illusions. It is quite insane indeed. So we do have the game in favor of Power Rangers still, with the buyback, with everything basically. They are back here, but they kind of have the choice now. Do they want to risk it and go in, or do they want to wait until the buyback is up again? I'm thinking they're gonna wait for the buyback to be up again, because one team fight and it could be all over, because you have got the Boots of Travel, the Nature's Prophet that can just TP, and the Boots of Travel, of course, of Moonlight to get back into the fight earlier. But it is Nature's Prophet, he can just TP bottom, and, you know, they can start bashing all the tier 4s, and it can be over before you know it. So you have to be really careful about what you're planning to do right here. 4,400 gold, by the way, and prepare for battle. He could also pick up Boots of Travel. And one team fight in favor of Fota could be all it takes. At the same time, the same goes for Power Rangers, though. If they win one team fight, that could be it. That could be all over. Power Rangers could try to get the last set of racks. And, of course, the range racks that are almost down. I can draw very neatly on the map. Nature's Prophet. Founding Invoker. That's where he was. Nice one. Helped out by his team, of course. And they're gonna go for the bottom lane. Considering there's already the barracks down here, it's quite unusual to see people go for a push that already has the barracks down. But at the same time, it kind of indicates what they want to be doing. They don't care about barracks anymore. They care about tier 4 towers, and they are gonna go for the tier 4 towers. That's all they want. Let's see how far they can get, because there is now Phantom Lancer. He TP's back in. Tier 4 tower number 1 though, already going down. There is a fortification if they want to use it. Another tier 4 tower going down. Queen of Pain blinking himself in. Demonic Purge still going off. Another tier 4 tower getting harassed. Where is the counter initiation? Vacuum back in. Cold coming down though. It is gonna be Stealth. It's gonna be able to try and push them back inside their own base. Moonlight not able to do anything for now. We still have the tier 4 tower standing. Lance is hitting all over the place, and now they're getting forced back out of the base. Now they're getting, well, forced back out of the base for sure. Or are they? Or are they? They're just cleaning out the illusions. We do have Ogre Magi, the first one to go down. Garrett comes to pick up the kill. Now buyback though for the Ogre Magi. Buyback for the Nature's Prophet. It is the Gyrocopter that dies, but hey, guess what? He bought back Cells. Is he gonna be able to blink himself away? No! Triple kill for Moonlight. Because at the same time, they have to defend their own base. One tier 4 tower already down. This is just creeps and illusions. Okay, and illusions. Maybe next time they can get it, but that is just some kind of the game that we can see here. Power Rangers, I thought they were waiting for a long time before going in. But they just wanted to spam a bit of their abilities before actually doing so. And they forced out, of course, a lot of their own buybacks as well. As buybacks from Fota. They still don't have a Queen of Pain to deal with, nor a Bane, and both do not have buyback. So this could mean another set of racks. At the same time, there's still, of course, the gyrocopter with the flat cannon with massive amount of damage. And I mean, I mean, he bought back, so he couldn't buy rapier, but the gold was there. So maybe we're gonna see still, if the game continues a bit longer, we're gonna see a rapier up on that gyrocopter. Illusions gonna try to pick up the barracks. Here comes Jenka, though. He's gonna be able to stop that from happening. Or shoot, no, barracks already down. Impale coming too late. And the ranged racks on the top lane are already down, and this is mega creeps for Power Rangers, and there's nothing that Fota can do about it. Mega creeps indeed. There's one tier 4 tower. Gotta defend that. It's not over yet for Fota. They have to just force them back once. Desolator still up on the Nature's Prophet, going all in. Sharkon being turned into a pickup, but they don't care about heroes. They care about the barracks. They care about the throne. Fiends grip on the wrong person. It is an Impale on 2 though. Cooldown coming down as well. That's 1 down. That's 2 down. It is Darkseer that's getting locked inside a Sprout and goes down. Triple kill for the gyrocopter, and now it is gonna be the turn for Moonlight to turn this fight around. Unstoppable for him. Can he find another one? His illusions are trying to help out, but he is by himself. He is all by himself, and he is dead. And this could be game for Fota. They could turn this around, but the buybacks keep on coming. And the buyback on Moonlight, that might just be enough to deal with it.
Dire's ancient.
And that was, by the way, a lot of damage from the Nature's Prophet. I just wanted to check if he didn't have anything more about the Desolator and the Deadless. We already saw all of those. Gyrocopter died again though, and he cannot buy back because he already bought back earlier.
Is under attack.
But now Fota has to defend against Mega Creeps. That's gonna be 2 hearts. I was gonna say, didn't I already see him buying Heart of Threski? Yes, I did. And that is 2 hearts for Moonlight, because, you know, he wants to be tanky. He is tanky. He is 4k HP. Decent. I'd say decent. I'd say decent. Die. Oh, that's just an illusion. Look at that illusion, though. I mean, that illusion already shows that he's got 2 hearts. If they want to check that out. In the meantime, yeah, this is Mega Creeps pushing it. This is tough to deal with. Basically, the ranged creeps hit harder than Nyx Assassin himself. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at it go. Yeah. So it's tough to deal with. Illusions coming in from the side. They're just gonna go for the throne. This could, yeah. This is. I think this is game. I think this is game. Mega Creeps and a team fight coming in. That's gonna be too much to deal with. Moonlight though, he only has to land a couple of lances. And his illusions do the job. Flat Cannon still trying to help out. BKB up on the Bane, trying to look for target. Finds the right one, but gets interrupted because he dies to the illusions of the same person he was holding in place. Now Stell's gonna get a lance on his face. He's gonna go down as well, as we see Jenka gonna go down. And the last one, the Gyrocopter, you're gonna go down. And that is the GG Power Rangers pulling ahead of Fota. Fota at the very bottom of Star Series StarLadder right now, with Power Rangers getting 3 extra points to their name. Both teams 7 games played. We are gonna see another game for StarLadder, by the way, so stick around for that. We are gonna see Na'Vi taking on 3D Clan. That is Dread's team, by the way. And we're gonna see it together with Sinnerin, because he's gonna be my co-caster for that match. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Game coming up right next. By the way, if you want to support me, you can subscribe to my YouTube. YouTube.com/SheeverGaming, and it's SheeverGaming on all other channels that you might know, like Facebook and Twitter and Twitch, etc. So, stick around. Another game coming up. Don't go anywhere.